At the edge of a towering mountain, a small village rested quietly, and within it stood a humble mud house shaped by years of wind and rain. An elderly couple lived there, bound together by time and hardship. The father, though aged, still carried strength in his worn hands. The mother was gentle and warm, her gray hair softly marked by the passing years. They had 2 children. Their daughter had gone to the city to earn a living, chasing opportunities far from home. Their son remained in the village, not because he loved the soil or the struggle, but because life there demanded little from him. He had grown selfish and indulgent, working only when the mood struck him, always expecting more without effort. One afternoon, he wandered into the village tavern. Amid the noise and idle talk, a man leaned toward him and said, "You're the only son. One day, all this land will belong to you." Those words settled deep in his mind, feeding his greed and false certainty. That very night, he confronted his parents and demanded the land papers. They tried to reason with him, explaining that he already owned a portion, and that his sister had equal rights as well. Their voices were calm, but his heart was not. He ignored their words and coldly threatened to sell everything they had. The father looked at him with tired eyes and spoke gently, his voice heavy with pain. "My son," he said softly, "you cannot sell the land that feeds you." The mother warned him quietly, her voice trembling with fear, "You do not understand its true value." But her words meant nothing to him. He refused to listen. He began bringing buyers from the tavern and even went to the town office, trying again and again to sell the family land without his parents' consent. Each attempt failed. The law stood firm, protecting the land, demanding the signatures of both parents every time. One night, driven by impatience and greed, he secretly took the wooden box that held the papers. His mother tried to stop him, reaching out with shaking hands, but he brushed past her and said he would return it the next day. The father looked at him with quiet sorrow and said, "When you take what you did not earn, you only harm yourself." The following day, the father went from office to office despite his age and exhaustion. With steady resolve, he arranged a strict rule. No one would ever be able to sell the family land without the clear approval of both parents. Time passed slowly. Months turned into years. The mother's strength faded under the weight of endless worry and a lifetime of hard labor. One calm morning, as the village slept, she quietly passed away. The father was left shattered and alone. One rainy night, while trying to repair the broken water gate, he slipped and never returned home. At last, the land truly belonged to the son, but his heart was blind with pride. Without hesitation, he sold everything: the fields, the yard, and finally the house where his parents had breathed their last. He dreamed of building something grand, something admired by all, yet he built nothing at all. Before long, the money disappeared. Hunger replaced comfort. He was left with nothing: no land, no shelter, no food. The villagers turned their backs on him. He slept on borrowed porches, covering himself with a sack. Night after night, he lay awake, cold and starving, realizing too late what he had destroyed. His health failed soon after. Illness took hold of his body, and no one came forward to help him, because everyone knew he had ruined his own life with his choices. With no money and no strength left, he packed a small bag and left the village before sunrise. As he walked away, he whispered to himself, "I will earn what I never cared to protect." He wandered from town to town, taking whatever work he could find. He carried heavy sacks, scrubbed dirty floors, and helped raise walls under the burning sun. Hunger followed him everywhere. His hands grew rough, cracked, and bleeding. Time showed no mercy, and he aged faster than his years. One morning, while working at a construction site, he paused and looked down at his wounded hands. In that moment, he remembered his father smoothing a wooden handle with patience and care. The memory broke him. He wept. Not out of anger, but because he finally understood the truth he had ignored for so long. He never returned to the village. People later said he died somewhere far away, alone and forgotten. Remember this: land you do not sow will never feed you. A roof you fail to repair will one day collapse. Love you neglect will slowly disappear. Many people lose everything they have, not because it was taken from them, but because they failed to protect it. Do not wait until it is too late. Work with honesty. Care with intention. Love with effort. If you do not work, you cannot expect to eat. Do not waste your blessings. Do not throw away what shelters you. Value what is already yours before it is gone forever.